Hello everyone and welcome to the Literary Gladiators channel. Today we are going to be doing another book tag. Joining me are
Larry,
Andrew,
Ari,
and I'm Josh. And today we're going to be doing the Unpopular Opinions book tag, which was created by Keyshawn from the Book Archer.
Quiche the Keyshawn?
Keyshawn.
Give Keisha a chance.
Keyshawn from the Book Archer
I
created
like
this.
quiche. It's a better name and it's also much more tasty.
Book in the 70s.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The one about real men don't eat quiche?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring
Okay.
it back when you said it.
But Kelsey and Kaila have previously done the Unpopular Opinions book tag on this channel. So I thought we would go forward with doing it ourselves as a group tag. And
Because we are the quiche.
Alrighty. Let's begin. The first one is a popular book or series that you did not like. Larry?
I just read it. Ready Player One.
Oh, I love that.
See?
You know, I actually
It's very unpopular.
I didn't mind that book.
I don't know. It was just kind of like
Yeah, I didn't think it was terrific.
I don't
It wasn't
I don't
bad.
know, how old are you?
39.
So I think it's a little bit past your generation. Isn't it?
I grew up in the 80s.
Yeah, but like a lot of Ready Player One had to do with I guess it did have a little bit to do with the earlier ones.
It had a lot of
Pong.
classic game
Yeah,
systems.
Pong and Astro.
2600.
Yeah,
All the stuff I
Atari,
grew up
yeah.
playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not too old for me. It's just I'm not really nostalgic for that time period, maybe, or it's just like the whole thing was in the fantasy land, kind of.
That might be why too.
Well, if you didn't like that, you're not going to like Armada.
No.
Armada was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm drunk.
That was a sophomore output.
Already. Andrew?
There's a lot but I mean, it's. I didn't like Twilight, and I may have given Harry Potter a go, but it didn't. Harry Potter, Hunger Games, a lot of that.
What's popular for one demographic is not going to be popular for another. So the three books you just mentioned are more for like younger teens and younger adults.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that you don't really care for them.
I think also to be like the uninformed hater, but I think the word popular like turns me off too.
Yeah, popular is a funny word.
I don't know, but
Mass market too.
I don't know. It's sometimes like you feel like you're sharing emotion with like too many people, and it's like it starts out as something you don't enjoy. So I don't have the best intentions and hopes for it when I start it. So that kind of filters it.
I mean, when you're reading a book?
Like say here's another thing about. I don't have an opinion about it, but I've never watched The Walking Dead.
Yeah, me neither.
And I know it's daunting because there's, it seems like there's so many episodes out there, and so I never start. So, I've got this, it's like, I know that, I'm already exhausted if I get to the point where, like, maybe I'll start an episode. So I can't give it a fair shake.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So we just did a video, or we recorded a video a few weeks ago about The Crucible by Arthur Miller. And I have to say it's a popular book that I don't really care for. I think some of the characters are, even though it's based on a true story, and a lot of it is actually true, I think just some of the characters seemed fake or strung out. I think that John Proctor was a little too goody-goody. I think that, Abigail should have been the age that she was, not the age that she was portrayed as. I think I just didn't care, and I'm also not really a historical book fan. I'm actually in the video for Crucible, but you'll notice I have a rather negative opinion about it. So I'd say that's probably the popular book or series that I don't like.
Definitely don't think John Proctor was a goody-goody. I think he was more of a...
When I meant goody-goody, I meant kind of the character came across as fake. That's what I kind of meant.
That, but I think he was very much a nonconformist, and I think that's the complete opposite of a goody-goody. Goody-goody to me.
Well,
if he was a goody-goody, I think he'd be sucking up to.
I think nonconformist is better. Yeah, he's not. When I say goody-goody, I don't mean like everything he does is right, everything he does is moral. I just meant that the character didn't seem to like be laid out properly.
For me, it's a bit of a contradictory to what I enjoy reading. I'm a huge fan of Stephen King. I own just about everything he's written, but I wasn't fond of Carrie.
Really?
It was his first book.
That's funny
but-
because I really don't like Stephen King, and the only book that I do like of his is Carrie.
I guess it's just the fact that
The recent movie was horrible, though. If you're going
Yeah.
to see one of the movies, see the first one.
Sissy
Whatever
Spacek.
the one that just came out was bad.
The Brian De Palma one was excellent. The one in '76.
Yeah, that was
there-
that's the
there
one.
was
I
a
liked.
there's a remake that was. Yeah.
But it just the way that it jumped right into her having a sudden period and her religious fanatical mother it's just unusual, but there was just something about it that rubbed me the wrong way, and for me it just gave me that.
I mean, if you get blood poured on you at the prom, of course it's going to rub you the wrong way.
That's probably part of it. That the fact that what had happened at the prom was really one of the more upbeat. That was one of the
Upbeat.
That was one of the happy moments.
no.
It's like
Finally.
kill you. I've got powers.
It was one of the more vengeful moments. It wasn't like I was saying. There we go. I wanted to because Carrie was
That's what I'm
constantly
talking about.
she was constantly getting knocked down, and there was
I'll get knocked
I can't-
down, but I get up
I
again.
can't stand
You're
it
never
when
gonna
I
kiss
can't
me down.
stand it when characters are brought down and they really don't do anything about it. I like to see them actually making some kind of effort.
That's one. I was just watching a movie called Hidden Figures, and one of the characters was there specifically to be shot down. So I don't like those when they're called. I think they're called Fall Guys. Are they called Fall Guys?
Probably,
Yeah. I don't like it when there are Fall Guys and that kind of stuff.
Alrighty, next question is a popular book or series that everyone seems to hate, but you love. Andrew?
This was a tricky one.
Yeah, I might not have an answer for that. I do, in the sense that everyone hates. I think if you replace that, with everyone seems to overlook. I can delve into fan fiction a lot, especially like in horror. But I don't think horror fan fiction kind of is too respected. So probably doesn't answer the question, but I'm gonna go with like horror fan fiction.
Okay.
I mean, it's touch and go, and but when you get something that kind of gets you, it's special. So yeah, I always like to discover something that is undiscovered. So
Seems like something.
yeah, that's the best I can answer with. Yeah.
Right?
So any Doctor Who fans watching this should know that everybody I know, almost every person in the entire world, hates the Sixth Doctor portrayed by Colin Baker in the mid-80s. But my friend Trevor gave me a box of old Doctor Who books, and one of the books was from a cancelled season that stars the Sixth Doctor called The Nightmare Fair. The Nightmare Fair was actually an extremely good book. I wish the episode had gone to screens because it really would have helped instead of getting the Sixth Doctor an early exit and getting sacked by the BBC or whatever. I just think that everyone hates the Sixth Doctor, so I figured, this book, which has the Sixth Doctor in it, is actually really good, and that's probably what I would say that everyone seems to hate, but I love.
Okay. Mine, I'm pretty much going to word it like Andrew, where I'm looking more at someone who is, but in my case, it's someone who's renowned, but people have a lot of criticism toward, but I enjoy. And that would be the horror novels of John Saul and Richard Lehman. I think that both of them are very much underrated in a genre that is dominated by Stephen King, Dean Koontz, and Anne Rice. I think all three of them are respectable and noteworthy writers, but I think that John Saul and Richard Lehman do such a good job with contributing to the horror genre at hand. To me, it feels like a I don't like to use the term guilty pleasure because by no means am I guilty.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that term either.
People use the term they're fast food writers, but
Fast food.
I'd be happy to have. I like my burgers and fries every now and then, so by all means, I enjoyed When the Wind Blows and Punish the Sinners by Saul, and I really liked Dark Mountain by Richard Lehman. The latter was a 5-star read, which isn't always something I get out of a work that falls under a flowing genre.
Go to McDonald's, get the 10-piece chicken McNuggets.
Larry?
Yes. What was the question again?
Do you like chicken McNuggets?
A book that I like that everybody hates, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to say Catcher in the Rye, even though I know not everybody hates it.
You know what? I don't like Catcher in the Rye either.
That's a popular book to hate on. I'm in the enjoy camp.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like it.
Salinger's not a bad author. I just didn't. Maybe it's because, again, it might be that thing where, like, if I go over a book in school where I'm forced to read it, it's harder for me to like it.
Especially when you're going over somebody that's not
because
likable.
in my senior year, the last book we did, during the year with English, by the way, Mr. Del Gershio, I love you, but was Catcher in the Rye. It was by J.D. Salinger. So, do you actually like?
Oh yeah, I love it. I think it's a great book. It really spoke to me.
The entire theme of my last year in high school was existentialism. So we did Catcher in the Rye, we did Native Son, we were going to do The Stranger, but got canceled. We did Oedipus Rex. So a lot of stuff having to do with existentialism.
Was there anything else you wanted to say as to why?
Watch out for phonies.
Another book that I tend to like, that a lot of people tend to be very uncomfortable with, is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, okay. That's Michaela from Betwixt the Books' all-time favorite book.
It's not my favorite book, but it's a book that I think deserves a lot more credit than a lot of people give it. It's fun, and I like the idea of just someone going crazy, needing a lobotomy and all that stuff. I just think...
Okay. The next question is a love triangle where the main character ended up with the person you did not want them to end up with. There will be spoilers to this question.
Warning, if you don't want to hear spoilers, get your butt out of here. And then come
or
back to
an
the rest of the
OTP that you don't like.
So what's an OTP?
I should know this one. I'll figure that one out.
Anyway, so a love triangle with the main character. I'm guessing I'm up first.
Yeah, you're first.
You know what? I'm going to say this right now. I honestly don't like the love triangle with Harry Potter. I something always bothered me about how Hermione, who's this know-it-all, who, does mudblood, knows everything. Yes, I use the word, people. Don't kill me. It's just a descriptive word. And then Ron Weasley, who's like, I don't really like Ron Weasley that much either, but he's like a bumbling guy who is both as a wizard and a witch for her mom and dad. I just feel like it was forced. Like they were supposed to be. I honestly think either one of two things should have happened. I think that like Harry should not have gone with Ginny. I think Harry should have been with Hermione. I think Ron should have been, obviously not with Ginny, but
Harry been with Luna Lovegood.
There needs to be a failed love demographic. That's just my keys. There needs to be a failed love demographic in there somewhere. Dynamic.
Yeah, maybe.
So no, I don't agree that he should be with Luna. I think Hermione should be with Harry, and that Ron should be maybe Ron could be with Luna Lovegood. That would have been an interesting thing. But I just think that no matter which way the triangle goes, I don't agree with Hermione being with Ron. That's the most important thing.
Mm-hmm. With me, love triangle that I did not agree with is Katniss and Peeta. from the Hunger Games. I think that if it was up to Katniss, or seeing as I think that if I were Katniss, I would have picked neither Peeta or Gale, because that's what she had. When she saw that they were talking behind her back, she felt bitter toward both of them. But it seemed like, oh, okay, end up with Peeta. Which that's the other issue I have with Suzanne Collins, is the fact that she seems to she's very much a checklist writer, where she has to.
Oh, like very concrete.
It's
everything has to be in order.
Everything. Bring in a chosen one. Check. Put the main female character with a male love interest. Check.
Basically, do every single trope.
Kill as many characters or kill a bunch of characters, including those that would be impactful. Check.
Basically, do every single trope that you can possibly think of for a young woman's demographic. Check.
Yes. Absolutely. But and I really just didn't like Peeta to begin with. I think that he was a bit of a.
I like it with falafel.
Okay. I think that Peeta was a.
Hey, Charlie's not here. What am I supposed to do?
He was a bit. I thought he was a bit of a wuss, and I also felt that he wasn't. He didn't have much fortitude whatsoever, and that it was. There's just something about him that really rubbed me the wrong way. And Larry?
Yes. I'm having a hard time with this one. And I'm going to have to just go with something that just comes to mind, which is Norwegian Wood. Right?
Oh, okay.
There was a love triangle, and he ended up alone.
Mm. Oh, that definitely is something.
Yeah. I wasn't rooting for that outcome, so.
I don't blame you there with that accord. And Andrew?
Last year's Children of the Dark. I've been through a lot of books from last year, but I don't remember the names. But the main character, he was probably like a young middle school kid with a horrible life, but all signs pointed to him getting with popular, fit, foxy girl. And the high school politics came into play, and lo and behold, he didn't end up with her. But so I was a little upset that didn't work out. But they all died, so there was not the main character. It just killed the whole story, but so it was satisfying. The book was excellent, and I just really made it sound incredibly crappy. But yeah, that was The Love Triangle for Children of the Dark by Jonathan Janz.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a good.
Alrighty, the next question is a popular book genre that you hardly reach for. For me, if you're talking about popular, it would be YA fantasy, or just fantasy in general. There are some...
You don't like Alice's Adventures in Wonderland?
I do like that. I make exceptions to the rule, and I find that Alice's Adventures in Wonderland has literary merit to it. But fantasy in its great realm is just not something I'm so much fond for. And in general, if there's two genres that I never pick up, it is pulp romance or erotica.
Ooh.
So, Larry?
Laying the smackdown, Josh. I like it. Can I pick Jane Austen as a genre?
If you'd like.
Okay.
Well, that would kind of be like period drama.
Yeah.
Period.
Not exactly.
Something.
Yeah, period something for sure.
Ready?
Andrew?
I would hardly reach for westerns.
Ooh, I don't know westerns either.
As soon as I say that, one of my favorite books is Blood Meridian, which is
I think that you're referring more to pulp westerns, and I don't.
Yeah,
think, by no means is Cormac McCarthy.
Oh, of course, yeah, sure, for sure, but with Josh said, Yeah, what was it? Louis L'Amour.
Mm.
No interest for westerns. Although
Mm.
it's something more factual, historical books pertaining to the West. It would be different, but fiction westerns. Yeah, I would hardly reach for that.
Some of it's good. You ever read True Grit?
Yeah,
I saw the movie True
Not
Grit.
educational,
I did not read the book.
Which movie?
True Grit.
The John Wayne one or the one they made a few years ago?
The one they made a few years ago. No, I didn't see the original.
All right.
Romance novels are the ones I try to avoid.
Okay.
Simple, easy to the point.
Alrighty. Let's go right to the next question, starting with Larry.
Yes.
A popular or beloved character that you do not like?
A popular or beloved character that I don't like.
We want to get back to you?
Yeah, I guess.
Andrew?
Well, mine is very popular. I don't really have anything to back it up with other than that. It's just my Harry Potter.
Mm.
Um,
I am aware of someone that can't stand Harry Potter as a character.
Mm-hmm.
Ari?
I don't like. I'm not a huge fan of holiday things, but I know a lot of people, despite him being a bad guy, and eventually he turns a good guy. I'm not a big fan of the Grinch at all.
Mm.
Whether it's in the movies, whether it's in the books, the Grinch is someone who I've hated like throughout my entire life. I think he's just one of those trope characters where they transform throughout the movie and or the book, and it's just no.
Mm-hmm. Mine is Ron Weasley because number one, I can't both in the book and in a way in the film, he comes off as being somebody that looks like he is concealing bad gas. But I also don't like the fact that he always ditches Harry when Harry could use him and his assistance. It always happens that he walks away from him, and then for some reason he just gets right back. Reunites.
The only book / movie that he didn't really do that in was Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, he was more so. I would definitely say that it was in the Chamber of Secrets. The only time,
and that happens to be your least favorite of the 7.
Yeah, to me, it was just the least happened.
Yeah, I think there were parts of Chamber of Secrets that kind of were strung on.
Mm-hmm.
It was so important that Harry and Ron had a scene together, or had a big together, that they petrified Hermione. I think it would have been a little bit more. Instead of petrifying everyone, it got significantly worse each time. Instead of the same thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Chamber of Secrets felt like a murder mystery almost,
Mm-hmm.
and in a way it was.
I would say that would be the case.
But it was too much of a cliched murder mystery, and that's why I also didn't. It was okay, but.
Larry, do you want to?
Yeah, I got one finally. Jack Reacher.
Oh, okay.
You don't like time travel stuff? No, that's not Reacher.
No, Jack Reacher's the guy that Tom Cruise keeps emulating.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
The Lee Child's series.
Right, I'm trying to remember what that is now. The Jack Reacher.
He's a cop or whatever.
Okay.
I haven't actually read it. I just saw one of the movies. He's terrible.
Okay.
And everybody got excited for the new movie. And I was like, what are you guys excited for? This?
Oh wait, was Reacher the one?
The first movie was terrible.
Was Reacher the one where it's like, two things are gonna happen: the telephone's gonna ring, and then you're gonna be in handcuffs? Was that Reacher?
I don't remember that part. I just remember like in the beginning, there's an assassination, and then he's trying to solve the assassination, and then they're trying to kill him because he's getting on to who's doing it. It's just you know, it's so overdone, like. Just
I don't like any of those movies that have to do with action, cars.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
That's pulpy, I would say.
Anything with more than one X.
well, it's just the thing.
I don't like Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I don't like any of that stuff either. But the thing with Jack Reacher is that he's just so perfect at it, you know, and he knows everything.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
happening.
okay.
It's just like so over the top. With
That's
him
similar.
being too competent and too sure of himself. It's just boring.
That's
kinda
similar to
like
the Hobbit movies.
It's yeah, I agree with
where
that.
where the elves just pop up like they are invincible. Everything is perfect.